Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is October 4th, 2023. It is a Wednesday, and we are waiting for folks to funnel into the show. Tonight's coffee is Tropical Coconut from New England brand coffee. Well, it's going to be a long show. I can't talk. I got a headache starting from after dinner time, and again, one of the great things of a late show is the end of the day. So we are waiting for folks to join in on the show. Doesn't do me a whole lot for the live folks who are not live right now. I'm live to have me go ahead and start my bullet points and other points of discussion until they get here. Unlike if this was a pre-recorded show, I could go and I could just start anytime I wanted to. And put it up and everybody's going to start at the same time. But since it's live, it's not the way it works. Now, let's see what's going on here. La-di-da posted up a brief write-up about states and federal government and how national legislators are trying to legislate nationally as if our country is the same, ignoring that most issues are, in fact, local issues, not even state issues, let alone are they national issues. And to try to legislate on a local issue as if one size fits all is going to work across the nation is not only ludicrous, it is exactly in opposition to how our founding fathers set up the nation. Local legislators are supposed to, your towns and cities are supposed to create laws and statutes which work well for your community, but are still within the framework of the Constitution. States, likewise, are supposed to enact laws, regulations, and the like. And I'm sorry, whether it's a law or a regulation, if it acts as law, it's law. It must be constitutional. You can't go, I am going to pass this ordinance or regulation, which is clearly a violation of the Constitution, but it's not law, technically. Therefore, I can do it. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. So the states would then, again, likewise, be able to pass things which are suited for the state as a whole. But, again, that does not violate the Constitution. Then legislators in D.C. are to create legislation for the nation which affects national issues that, again, does not violate the Constitution. And that's the way it works. There's a key to all of those. Does not violate the Constitution. So it doesn't even matter whether it may or may not apply to the overall locale. It still must apply. It must fall within the Constitution. But yeah, and I'd pointed out like minimum wage. Having a national minimum wage is absolutely ludicrous because I tell you what, $10 an hour, let's say, or $10 period, is totally different depending upon where you live. Same way with $20 an hour. Say $20 an hour. $20 an hour in Louisiana is not the same as $20 an hour in Maine, which is not the same as $20 in New York, which is not the same as $20 in Colorado, which is not the same as $20 in Washington State, which is not the same as $20 in California or within Los Angeles County. It's not the same. It does not have the same buying power. So to try to enact a national minimum wage is pure lunacy. And that's the way it works with all sorts of other problems. You're shooting shit up in Chicago, so you want to enact laws. Number one, all the shit that you're doing is in direct violation of the Constitution, and you're not adequately punishing those who are actual criminals. What you want to do is you want to infringe upon the rights of the law-abiding citizens and make them de facto criminals, and then punish them harder than what you did for the criminals that are causing you to enact these, or giving you the excuse to enact these unconstitutional laws. Set that aside. Should not apply to small town Idaho or backwoods Kentucky, who do not have the same crime rates, do not have the same problems that you have in your shithole city. So again, to try to legislate nationally on an issue that at most would be locally, no, that's not how it was set up. Violates everything that the founding fathers set forth and designed. They specifically warned against a strong and large centralized government. They wanted to make sure that the power laid with the people within a framework to protect them from the government and to protect the nation from the proclivities of both government and people in general. They knew the follies of both. This is why we're not a democracy. So I posted up a write-up on that. Actually, much shorter than that. Posted up a review of Old Granddad 114, one of the best sub-$30 bottles of bourbon on the market. And wouldn't you know it, gosh darn it, I can't get it in my area anymore. I think the last bottle I got, I think I might have gotten it in Vermont. I have to check either Vermont or Maine and see where they've got it, because I'd like to pick up a bottle or two. If you like high rye bourbons, if you like a rich bourbon that also has damn nice spice to it, Old Granddad 114 is the bottle. Now, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond, pick that up too. Amazing. I'm not a fan of their base expression. Yeah, that's close to 80 proof. I didn't know. It needs to go a bit higher. But they're Bottled and Bond, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond, and Old Granddad 114. Oh yes, pick them up. I believe the Bottled and Bond is probably available more. I'm trying to think. I think I actually picked up some of that in the local area recently. I mean, recently within the last couple of years. OGD 114. No, I haven't been able to get that. Like I said, I think it was picked up in New Hampshire or not New Hampshire. I'm in New Hampshire. Vermont or Maine. And I don't recall which one it was. Folks like to send me a bottle. The address is underneath the show. It'll be much appreciated. Again, it's a sub 30, usually a sub 30 bottle of bourbon, and you can't beat that price. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's see, for folks that there you go. That's what it looks like right there. At least that's what it used to look like. They have redesigns of bottles, but yeah. That is a delicious, very, 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 very cost-effective bottom shelf beauty. Old Granddad 114. Oh yeah. Now we're still waiting for folks to stream on in. I'd also made a point I was going to do a longer post today, and it just wasn't it wasn't forming. But we hear about the drop in population. Now, you can say that a community in the West dropping in population is bad because our enemies are not dropping in population. Okay. I get that. That's a valid valid concern. But generally what's happening is these, oh my God, we're dropping in population. And when I say dropping in population, we're not getting smaller. We're just not getting bigger in the rates which they deem as sustainable growth. And then if this happens, the population will start to decline. Now here's the problem. They really don't give two shits about the enemy. What they care about is economics. When you have a system set up, it's two things. When you have a system set up to sell products, you need people to buy those products. You don't have those people to buy those products, you can't sell those products, the business is hurt. I get it. Downsize, go to different products. Not an issue. The real issue is tax base. Government keeps growing. If the population stops growing, stays stagnant, or in fact decreases, the amount of people that can fund that growing government decreases. They have less money. That's what they're afraid of. Less money going to the beast. And that's what the problem is. What else we got going on here? I got some things I got to hold off on until people show up. It is 8:12 on the East Coast right now. Posted up about Me Too. The Me Too movement is turning into a Me Too, being victimized by false claims of sexual misconduct. One of the biggest and latest was the Major League pitcher that used to pitch for the Los Angeles Dodgers. His name is Bauer. Let's see here. Hey, we got some people coming in. Bozo the Clown, USA Country of Wimps. Hey, Bozo. Thanks a lot for that very uninsightful commentary. If you have anything else positive and non-trollish, feel free to post up. If not, we can take care of that real quick. And there you go. Because we don't put up with that hogwash. You can take that shit to some other show, some other venue. So, okay, back to what I was saying. Let's see here. Trevor Bauer. He was an award-winning pitcher in the Major League Baseball entered into a fantastic contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He was going to be making a shit ton of money. And a low-down, dirty snake of a woman named Lindsay Hill decided that she was going to do something that evidently she had been doing to other guys. Probably not at that level, though. She was going to steal from them. And in this case, she was going to use sexual assault and rape allegations against this man. And she was so stupid as to actually pretty much lay out the plan to her friends online. So now all of that's come out. So she hooked up with him once. They had consensual sex. Hooked up with him twice. Had consensual sex. By all accounts, normal sex. And then she left. Had somebody beat the shit out of her and violate her body in ways that would make it appear as if he did that. Went to the hospital, got the proof of the sexual misconduct. Then she laid it all out there and accused him of this type of behavior. Well, she had a restraining order out against him, and it was granted, because they're almost always granted. But then on the actual hearing, because they grant it, it's temporary, a TRO, and then they go and they get to the actual hearing for it, and all the facts are put out there. And the courts decided not only is there not enough evidence here, you misled people. So they did not. They removed the restraining order against the feller and refused to press charges against him. Didn't matter. Major League Baseball and the LA Dodgers decided they were going to punish him anyways. He was originally banned from playing from the league for 2 seasons. And they dropped it back down to just under 2 seasons. But in the process, his team severed contract with him, kicked him off the team. So then he had to go over and play in Japan. Now, mind you, that's without any proof of any wrongdoing, and they claimed that it was because of that he violated their domestic violence policies. There was no proof that he did a goddamn thing. Well, now it comes out. Because Lindsay Hill, the wicked witch that she was, and she even admitted in her own language that she was going to get him by being a whore. Her words. Her words. I'm not calling her a whore. She said that she was being a whore. And she had video of her in bed with him the morning before they left, and was too stupid to understand that unless otherwise blocked and turned off, when you take a picture or you take a video, the metadata is going to copy all sorts of information. It can be actual GPS location, which was the case, the actual time. Not a mark on her. Happy as can be. Yet when she went to the hospital shortly thereafter, she was beat the fuck up. He didn't do it. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Well, now it's coming out. And I hope he sues Major League Baseball and the LA Dodgers, because they owe him money. And I'm not a hugely litigious guy. they deserve to pay. Me too. Dude, if you're a high dollar man, do not sleep around. You cannot afford that. You cannot afford that. Having a kid with a woman now is the least of the problems that you can have from these lying hose bags that are out there preying on men. But like I also posted up, this isn't just happening to high dollar men. This is happening to normal guys. Their lives are getting ruined. College students getting thrown out of college. Over allegations. No proof. Allegations. What the hell? It's not how our country works. And you can't say, well, that only applies to the legal system. No, that's not how our country works. Not just the legal system. Any of the system. That's not how it works. Allegations alone should never be grounds to have any punishment against you whatsoever. Yet here we are. Stop it. Brings us to another issue I posted up about today. The left is just loving. They bastardize everything. Their biggest thing is authentic. Authentic. The person's authentic, and they're being their authentic self. Really? Really? You think a drag queen is an authentic self? You think that's really who they are? Oh, that's authentic. Yeah. Putting on a wig. Fake breasts. Yeah. Tons of makeup. All that. That's authentic. No, it's not. Oh, you're transgendered. Their authentic self. She is her authentic self by cutting off his penis. How authentic is that? It's not authentic. Couldn't get any more inauthentic. He's just being his authentic self. He wanted to, he always felt like he was a man trapped in the wrong body. So she cuts off her breasts. It's not authentic. Nothing authentic about that. Let's talk about everyday life. A girl getting up in the morning and putting on makeup is not authentic. That's not her authentic self. Putting on fake eyelashes is not authentic. Having boob jobs is not authentic. Yeah, losing weight can be authentic. You're not doing it. Yeah, you were still you overweight. Now you're you at a healthy weight. Both are authentic. One is healthy, one isn't. Or potentially isn't. Well, one isn't, the other one is potentially healthy. Just being of the right weight is not just the indicator, but chances are, yeah. Now is that saying, hey John, are you saying that women shouldn't wear makeup? No, wear makeup. I don't care. Don't wear makeup and say that's authentic. Don't change the color of your hair and say you're just being authentic. You're not. I don't care. Do it. Some women look, objectively speaking, some women look prettier with a different color hair. That's fine. Change your hair color. But it ain't authentic. Put on your makeup. Absolutely. If you do, I'd say go as minimal as possible. Having a big swing between no makeup and you look like two totally different people, you're asking for problems. And I think that's pretty much false advertising. But most of us understand a little bit of makeup, a little bit of rouge, a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of lipstick. Yeah, that's fine. We can still see you, but it's still not authentic. But it's closer. It's closer. Authentic. Oh, your authentic self. No, what authentic means to the left is doing whatever the hell you want to do. Damn the reality or not. You're authentic. How about this too? If you're authentically an asshole, be less authentic. It's that simple. If you're a flamer, be a little less flamish. Because I'll tell you what, even gay people are really freaking annoyed by flamers. Turn it down a little bit. A little inauthenticity in a lot of different various ways can be perfectly fine, and in fact can be an advantage. Me? I don't wear makeup. I can't think of anything. Yeah, I tone myself. I've actually held back a lot. So that's my inauthenticity. I can be. You think John's a 10, on the scale of in not looks or anything. Just no. I'm holding at about an 8. I can go to 10. When the situation requires, but no authenticity. That's the same way as judgment. No judgment. You don't give two shits about judging. What you care about is people judging you in a way you don't want to be judged. People coming to a conclusion that you don't like. That's what you don't. It's not no judgment. You judge people all the time. Oh, man, itchy. Yeah, you judge people all the time. We're a species that has to judge. Keeps us alive. We judge things all the time. And then how about this? The signals that we give to each other are meant to be judged. They're meant to be judged. How we dress sends a signal. How we act sends a signal. How we hold and carry ourselves sends a signal. To be judged. So, no, you're not supposed to judge. Screw that. Yes, you are. Oh, but Scripture says, stop it. Stop it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Anybody that stands up and says, no, Scripture says you're not supposed to judge one another. Yeah, bullshit. Yes, you are. There's handfuls of examples of when, why, how to judge people and what to do in accordance with that judgment. So you think Scripture says that's the same hogwash. People go, oh, Christ tells us that above all we're supposed to love each other. No, that's not what he said. Stop spouting Hallmark bullshit and pick up the Bible and see what Christ actually said. Stop that. It is coming from people who profess to be Christians. Stop it. You don't know the first thing about it. You don't know the first thing about what Scripture says. You know quote mining taken out. Oh, just like, to be saved, all you have to do is believe in Christ and proclaim him your Lord and Savior. That's all you need to do, right? That's it. That's it. Really? Keep reading. Is it 3 or 4 verses later, it says, and you must obey. Without obeying, your professions mean nothing. They're empty words. So again, people quote mine. They take shit out of context and they spin it for whatever they want to spin it for. Stop it. Stop it. Same way with the Constitution. Yeah. People know just enough about the Constitution to get themselves in trouble. They don't know what the hell the Constitution says. They don't know what the Constitution means. Second Amendment's a good example of that. They don't know what the hell the Second Amendment means. Because of militia, necessary for free state. The right of the people. It didn't say the militia. It said the right of the people to own and bear arms shall not be infringed. A well-regulated militia necessary for the, I'm just off the top of my, a well-regulated militia necessary for the free state. And they go, oh. And the left goes, oh, well regulated. Number one, oh, only the militia. No, says the people, not the militia. The people are the militia, but there is a distinction. The founding fathers argued about commas, for crying out loud. They knew what they were saying. They didn't say the militia has the right. They says the people have the right. Why? Because this is necessary. Oh, it says, well, regulated. We need to have a lot of regulations. You're a freaking moron. You're a freaking moron. And why? Because you have no idea what the words mean. Do you think that when you eat, what was the yogurt? The yogurt out there. I think it's Yoplait, but I'm not so sure. It's a yogurt, and they're talking about how it regulates your system. Keeps your system regulated. Keeps your system regulated. A well-regulated militia. Keeps your system regulated. Let me say that again. A well-regulated militia. The right of the people to own and bear arms, to keep and bear arms. Keep means own. Shall not be infringed. Infringed means anything which gets in the way of. Not because there's an emergency, not because there's high crime rates, not because somebody doesn't like it and they think the arms are scary. No, shall not be infringed. Period. They didn't put asterisks in there. Shall not be infringed. The NFA needs to be repealed. If the NFA was gone, most of the hogwash that the ATF is doing would vanish, because they'd have no pretense to do what they're doing. Let's get back to actually just arresting, prosecuting, convicting, and punishing for actual crimes. As opposed to trying to do a pre-crime, which puts people in further harm. Criminals don't care about the law. The only way that the left could do what they want to do is if they could make all guns disappear. They can't do that. They can't do that. The ATF was finding that out about pistol braces. Less than 8% of the people who they figure own them actually complied and either turned them in or registered them. Less than 8%. They can't control that shit. They learned that shit with Prohibition. They couldn't control that shit. So how's about following the Constitution? How's about getting rid of the NFA? Oh, John, you think people should be able to, like it used to be, you could order a fully automatic submachine gun in the Sears catalog. Do you think we should be able to do that? Hell yes, I do. Yeah, why the hell not? Why not? The only people out there really committing any sort of dangerous crime, any crimes whatsoever in this, are all criminals anyways. Anybody that comes even close that isn't gang affiliated to using a fully automatic weapon for a crime is less than an anomaly. It's almost a miracle of happenings. Doesn't happen. Certainly it's not a danger. The school shootings didn't use them. And in fact, most of the school shootings didn't even use a rifle. Most of them were handguns. So what the hell is the NFA doing? Nothing. The hell are all these new gun laws doing? Nothing. What is trying to restrict law-abiding citizens from exercising freely the rights which are outlined, codified in the Constitution? What is it doing? It's only harming law-abiding citizens. Period. And when those law-abiding citizens have enough of that shit, you're going to have a lot of dead federal agents. You're going to have a lot of dead police officers. I don't want that. Most people don't want that. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. It's now 8:35. Where is everybody? I wanted to get talking on some lighter-hearted things. And I'm spinning my wheels here, just talking. See where the folks are. I got my TAM in today. I got my TAM in. My father had a Balmoral TAM diced. Dice is the checkering around the brim, or not the brim, around the headband part. Judy says, "Howdy, y'all in Cowboy." Hey, Judy. Already kicked Bozo the Clown out. I'm not just making that. That's he chose the name. Posted a bunch of anti-American hogwash. But yeah, my father's TAM was had seen better days, so I went out looking for another one. Those who follow my my show know that I searched all over the place, and every place was sold out. Well, that's because the last company that makes them, has been making them since 1842, I think is what it is. Judy says, "Oh my goodness, kind of glad I missed that." Yeah, it was just stupid shit. They all went out of business. The last company that's been working since 1842, I think 1842, closed down in January. The company's still there. They're just not making the TAMs anymore. Excuse me. So places were getting sold out. Oh, the House of Tartan in Scotland. It was about 2 days back and forth. Big time difference. They have one. Long story short, they sent it to me. I bought it. They sent it to me. They were going to just set it aside. And it arrived this morning, and I posted up this morning that it arrived, and I said, hey, a little bit later today, I'm going to transfer the cap badge, over to my new TAM, and take a picture for y'all and post up. And that's what I did. There it is. There's me and my Balmoral TAM diced with our special cap badge. And I am with a claymore that I had gifted my father in the late 80s. And it was hanging up in his house since then. And now it's hanging up in my house, along with my other goodies. I've got other swords and stuff. I got stuff. Judy says, "I'm so glad you were able to get that. I am glad as well, because like I showed you, my father's TAM was it had seen better days. I mean, you could still wear it. It was fine, but it was starting to fray, and it was time to retire." So there I am with my claymore. used to be my father's because I gifted it to him. And big sword indeed, yes. But the pommel comes up, upper chest on me. but I'd say probably to my father's forehead. The top is he was only about 5'5", 5'6", something like that. I'm 6'4", so it doesn't look quite so long with me standing there, but it is. The tip is resting on the ground, protected. It's got a rubber. I've got a rubber sleeve just on the tip that protects the tip when I'm just resting it on the ground. So that's my Scottish Claymore and my Scottish Tam. Judy says, very nice. It is very nice. People come in and go, oh, that sword's huge. Yes, it is. I got Excalibur on the other side. It's Excalibur's a hand and a half sword. Big sword. Looks small compared to this. But, yeah, so there it is. There it is. And the missus is happy about it. She's happy it came in. She tickled with a picture. See, I'm matching too. Gold guard and everything. Gold belt buckle. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that is that. Now, was there anything else that I was going to talk about? Folks who'd like to help support the content, this show and all other content, feel free to do one of three things. You can either make a single payment of any amount that you like. You can make a monthly donation, any amount that you like. It can be canceled at any time. Or you can follow the link as well underneath the show, and there's a list of things that you can do to help everything by liking, sharing, commenting, emojiing, comments, in content, all of my social media platforms. Well, they're not mine. I'm just on it. Judy says, I like that buckle. Yeah, I get that a lot. See, Western is one of the few places where you can be manly and wear flowers at the same time, because it is gold flowers. So yeah, folks can send me belt buckles too. I keep thinking about things that people can send me. You can send me belt buckles, hats, T-shirts. Still waiting for Wrangler to sponsor me. Hey, Wrangler out there, Wrangler, 5-star. It's their lowest level of jeans. 5 stars, regular fit, 36-38s. It's pretty simple. Folks have T-shirts or sweatshirts that they'd like to send, either with their business or what have you. They think it's a whiskey thing or something, whatever they think that I'd like it. I wear an extra large T-shirt and a double extra large regular shirt. Probably pretty much what folks would have imagined. Yeah. Extra large T-shirt, double extra large regular shirt. And that's a sweatshirt, long sleeve, what have you, doesn't matter. Address for folks to send me things is in the description. Please, if you send me food items or liquids, unopened, please. Man, itchy. And when I mean unopened, I mean the seal is not broken. Not that it was the cap is put back on. The seal is not opened. Folks would like to send me stuff to put up maybe in my new studio coming next week. I should be starting to work on it this weekend. New paint, get everything done. I got some shelves coming in. So hopefully by either Wednesday or Sunday, the show will be coming from the new studio. May or may not be complete, but it should be coming from the new studio. I don't foresee the show being down, though, because I can do the show here until I move the stuff. Moving the stuff in and then getting everything set up isn't going to take that long. It's actually just making the studio. I will have pre-measured everything and, where I want my desk, where I want each station to be. So that's not a problem. So fingers crossed. So if you'd like to have stuff, depending on how I do, I'm going to do it with a flag like it is right now, but I'm going to be bookended by 2 bookshelves. Is what I'm thinking I'm going to have. So I might be zoomed out just a little bit further, so you can see the bookshelves, and you should be able to see some things on the bookshelves. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably how I'm going to set it up, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to be zoomed in that far for the show or zoomed out so that you can see it. I'm not sure yet. Judy says, I looked around today at the boutique where I got that other stuff, but they don't have anything. I will keep looking. Oh, just no. If you just happen to come across something, no big deal. I got some things that I want on the shelves, anyways. But yes, if we can put some stuff in from the viewers, that'd be great too. Plus, like I said, I'm going to be doing other videos. I'm going to be doing whiskey videos. I'm going to be doing guitar videos. I'm going to be doing stuff. And don't expect a virtuoso. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I'm pretty crappy. But I enjoy doing what I do. And I would just like other people to realize and go, hey, every video that I go online, I see some guy playing the guitar. I will never be that good. Well, guaranteed, you can be this good. You can be this good, which isn't good, but it's what you get out of it. It's what you get out of it. Do you enjoy it? Do those around you enjoy it? If that's the case, just do you. Don't worry about sounding as good as these other guys out there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You want to practice and get there, get there. Just don't let that get to you. I've been playing for years and I'm not good. I play melodies. I'm a melody player. Judy says that she likes it if it's relaxing. Yeah. And here's where I go. If you can understand the song that I'm playing, I've done my job. Like so many times that people play the guitar and what are they playing? Well, because if you're just strumming, a lot of times the voice makes up the lyrics. The rest is just background. I play lyrics. The guitar sings, but it sings very simply. It's not good, but it's very relaxing. So you go, oh yeah, I know that song. That's nice. So I don't want people to get their hopes up. Oh man, my nose itches. I don't want people to get their hopes up. Just know it's an everyday guy playing his guitar. Good guitar. It's a good guitar. You want a good guitar? Don't worry about, oh, I can't get a good guitar until I play well. No, get a good guitar. It's like you want a good car. You don't have to be a race car driver to have a good car. Get yourself a good car. Get yourself a good truck. Get what you can afford that does what you need to do, and don't feel like that, you have to be this proficient or that proficient. Shit like that. Hell, people buying expensive guns all the time and they can't shoot shit. So you want a good guitar, get a good guitar. You'll probably be set up nicer, sound nicer, feel nicer, plays nicer. That's half of people's problem. They start too cheap. I'd been using a Fender CD60 for ages. It's a $350, $400 guitar. It's about the basses you want. You don't want to get any cheaper than that. So one of the guys go, oh, I don't have much money. Where should I start? The CD60 is always on the list. And for a reason. It's a good guitar. It ain't my Taylor. It ain't my Taylor. I don't even pretend to think that it's my Taylor. But it's a good guitar. It'll play. here by the end of the week, maybe the weekend, I'm going to be putting on all new strings, and I'm going to be reconditioning the fretboard of my CD60, and that's going to go on over to my youngest and her guy's place, so we can borrow that. Because it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to play. Money's tight. They're young folks. Here, play. So my CD60 will go on over there. I still have my Taylor. I play both, but I tend to play my Taylor more. So, hey, what the hell? So she's getting new strings on it. Getting cleaned and conditioned before I send it off. So there you go. It'll be nice, tuned up. You can bring it over anytime. I'll retune it. After this, you want new strings, you buy the strings. They don't cost that much. You buy the strings. Hell, I can only play one guitar at a time anyways. So off it goes. Enjoy. It ain't yours. It's still mine. Still mine, but use it. Use it. Judy says, oh, that's nice. Well, it's the right thing to do. And like I said, it doesn't cost anything. I still got my electric and my amp and everything, and I still have my Taylor. I still do what I can do. I'm not out anything. I'm out having to dust one more guitar. So I'll get it cleaned up, polished. Fretboard revitalized. I'll go ahead and I'll rework and shine up the frets again, make them nice and super slick, and put new strings on it. Put it in the case and say, there you go. There you go. There you go. Tonight's coffee is Tropical Coconut, New England brand coffee. It's okay. It's sweet. It's coconut. It's sweet. It's a good change up. We got some more folks coming in. Go ahead and say hello, folks, and let me know who's out there. Yeah, this is one better that's warm. It had cooled off in my cup, in my mug. Mugs, that's another thing. You got a coffee mug think I might like? Go ahead, send it to me. The mug I've been using for a while on the show, it says, this dad is the man, the myth, the legend, 100% authentic, one of a kind. There we go. My youngest got me that. I forget who got me this one. This is a staple on my desk. It's right here. It says, Dad, I love how we don't even need to say it out loud that I'm your favorite child. That's where I keep my pens and pencils on the desk. That was funny. It's a running joke when all the kids get together anyways. Judy says, and they're going to enjoy that. I hope they do. I hope he gets good use out of it. I'm putting Elixir polywebs on it. I think bronze 80/20s or some shit like that. I'm not sure whether I would go with not polywebs, nanowebs. I put nanowebs, Elixir nanowebs. And I think for the Taylor, I'm going to go with some polys. I think I put polys maybe the last time on the CD60. The polys are slicker and mellower, but slicker. And the nanos are brighter. And I like a guitar that's got about dead strings on them. Those who play guitar know what I'm talking about. The only thing I don't like is I've got a lot of acids in my fingers. So eat the hell out of strings. It's not the sound that I have a problem with, but when the strings start corroding, then they're not smooth anymore. It's not the sound. I have no problem with the sound that's on the strings that are on the CD60 now. It's because I like dead string. I like dead strings. I don't like super bright. You go, oh, but you got a Taylor and they're super bright. Yeah, they're super bright, but I don't usually use a pick. I use the skin. I'm a finger picker, and I use the skin of my fingers. So Judy says that's cute. I have no idea what I said that was cute. I have no idea. But yeah, I like a mellow guitar. That, again, Taylors tend to be bright, and that's good. And they've got good mid range, which is nice. But I like the way they play. Oh, and my Taylor is just, she's super slick because she's got a satin finish on her. You know, high gloss looks nice, but satin is, oh, the mug was cute. Yeah, thank you. Now, I like the look. High gloss is fine, but sliding on the back of the neck isn't as smooth as a satin finish. And then with the whole guitar, the Taylor is satin finish, just beautiful. Understated elegance and beauty. Some of their higher end stuff. See, I like a lot of their higher end stuff too, like their 800 series, but they can get a little bit too decorative. And I say it's a little too frou-frou for me. Plus, I like, they've got some nice vine work going down the fretboards of their higher end stuff, and the designated fret spots aren't as visible because of it. I like them to be visible because I like to just be able to glance down and know that, okay, from here to here to here, I'm not this person that's going to play blind. I like to see it. So this one was the one that I've got. It's a 314 CE limited. Beautiful guitar, satin finish, and it's got the Victorian inlays and the Venetian. Yeah, I think it's Venetian cutaway. See, there's a Florence cutaway and a Venetian. I always get them mixed up. One is a solid point, the cutaway on the bottom part of the guitar underneath the neck. One is pointy and one is roundy. I've got the roundy. I think that's the Venetian. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, Florentine versus Venetian. Let's see here. Venetian. Right, I was right. Venetian. Venetian is round. Florentine is the pointy. Let's bring this up for folks. See, here we go. Venetian is round. It's one on the left. And the one on the right is Florentine. It's pointy. And Florentine usually costs more than the Venetian. And the reason is because it's pointy, it's more work because you have to join the edges where they meet at that point. Where the Venetian, it's bent. So as long as they steam the wood and they bend it, so it's actually less work. You'd think otherwise, but it's not. So yeah, that's what I have, the Venetian, not the Florentine. I think I got a picture of it here someplace. Let's see if I got see all photos. I should have a photo of it for folks. Might be some new folks on the show. Don't know. I'm still scrolling. I put out a lot of content, so sometimes I have to go back. Oh, hell. How about this? How about this? I'll just do this. I will just do this because I know I have the video of it. I'm not going to play the sound, but I'll just play the video of it. It is an absolutely stunning guitar. An understated elegance, as I say. The wood is amazing. Those are my little character flaws, my little nicks that you just saw there. That's actually caused by one of the, you call it, buckles or whatever that closes the guitar lid, the case lid. And I complained. I mentioned that online on one of the on Taylor's posts online. I said, yeah, I just wish that your cases were designed so that it does not close on the guitar every time you open up the case. And somebody else posted up, yeah, it did that with mine too. So we're very careful taking it out of the case now. I generally don't put it in the case unless I'm traveling someplace. I keep it on a stand. Blacked out Taylor tuners. It's a mahogany neck. It has a ebony. I think it's a Macassar ebony. Something like that. An ebony fingerboard as well as the face of the head of the guitar, as you can see right there. Has torrefied spruce top. Torrefied is a baking technique to specially dry it to make it resonate like an old guitar. And it has quilted sapelli, solid quilted sapelli back and sides. It's absolutely beautiful. I was like, yeah, that's the guitar. That's the guitar. Yeah, a bit more expensive than the CD60. Bit more expensive. Let's get out of here. There we go. But worth it. Absolutely beautiful sounding guitar. Even in the hands of a less than great player like myself. And it suits me. The colors are right. It's fancy enough. Again, understated elegance. Like I said, the kids will be getting the use of my CD60. That'll go on over there. Hello to all the folks who have joined the show. Hello, hello. Go ahead and post up and say hello. Let us know that you're with us. I mean, I can see you. I see you there. I just can't see. While I'm doing the show, I can't see who it is. But I see the numbers. I see some numbers. There's some numbers we've already established. It's not always correct from what I see. But I see you out there. So yeah, anything guitar. Coffee mugs, belt buckles. Oh, gee. This doesn't cost much, but I think the Cowboy would like this. Go ahead and send it in. The address is in the description. Don't make me regret paying what I do for an outside delivery address. Yeah. You can say, yeah, oh, that can't be a real address. It's a real address. It's just not my real address. There's some folks in the area. They know where I live, and that's good enough. So that's one way that you can show your appreciation for the various content that I put out there. It's not required. It's much appreciated. Money's appreciated too. Do not send money. Do not send money in the mail unless it's cash. But then be warned that it's not a good idea to send cash because somebody might snag it. But I'm not going to cash checks. If you want to donate financially, there's links in the description of the show. Who is out there? Who is out there? What else do we got going on? Let's see. Yeah, that is quite the statement picture I took today with a tam on. Oh, excuse me. McCarthy's out. Some people want to remove Gates. Remove him. It's like you do realize he wasn't the only one that removed McCarthy. Jim Jordan, I think, is throwing his hat in the ring. I don't have a problem with him. Oh, he's deep state. He's part of the... Yeah, shut up. Shut up. It doesn't matter who they put out there. If they don't put anybody but Trump, then people are going to claim that it's all just deep state hacks and shills. It's like, stop it. Stop it. Here's another thing. Anybody who is thinking that Trump should be the Speaker of the House now, because it's true. It doesn't have to be somebody who's been elected in the House. Yeah, Roy's not bad. Jordan's not bad. Yeah, I can't complain. I won't complain. I complained about McCarthy. I said my say, and then people were like, I'm like, okay, you can take that shit and you can argue amongst yourself. I'm not going to post about it again. And those who follow my content know as soon as I gave my thoughts on McCarthy and what I thought was going to happen, I let it drop. Move on to other things. It's not worth hashing it out. And here we are. But people are trying to. Oh, and welcome to the show, Donna. And there's a GOP member, and his name escapes me. I saw it earlier before I jumped on the show, and he's trying to get Gates removed. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. There's a temporary speaker. They're going to elect a new speaker. Nothing's changed. Oh, the timing. Thank you and hi all, says Donna. Yeah, nothing. If you think things are going to change, you haven't had your eye on the ball. You're just being jerked around by the lamestream media. And then other people, even within our side of the political spectrum, that just want to stir shit up, want to talk out their ass. Stop it. Ain't nothing changing, except for now we might be able to get some more shit done. Go watch what Gates said. He broke it all down, what all the problem was, and how most of the things that people are patting McCarthy on the back for, it's smoke and mirrors. Doesn't mean what they think it meant. Ain't shit positive really happened. Maybe we can start doing that. So we'll see. Oh, but again, those people that are screaming, oh, Trump, Trump, Trump. Yes, they could. They could nominate him. He won't. He will not become the speaker. There's no way that he's going to get the votes to be speaker. That said, yes, he could legally be the speaker. That said, he's got at least 4 cases in court right now that he's dealing with. If you think that he can ignore all of that, and he's running for president to become the speaker, what do you think he is? Do you think that he is God incarnate on earth, the Messiah? Stop it. Donna says exactly, no way Trump will give up on the run for president. Right, he's not going to give that up, so he's not going to add more to his plate. I mean, I don't care what you think of Trump one way or the other. It's lunacy to think that Trump would even seriously consider or be the Speaker of the House. If he wasn't running for president, maybe. He'd love that show. I said, oh, you don't like Trump. Because I pointed out the reason he wasn't in the debates isn't because it was a clown show. Because Trump loves a circus. He loves the attention. I don't care whether you like him or hate him. If you don't know and admit that Trump loves to be knee-deep in shit, you're lying to yourself. That's why he was elected the first time. Stop it. So no, he's not doing the debates because it's a circus. He's doing it because he's got nothing to lose. Why waste his time? He comes ahead in the polls not being there. So why be there? It is a strategic move on his part. It's good strategy. I think morally it's bankrupt. He needs to be there. But strategically, yeah, I get it. Can't fault him for it. He's got two ways to go. He can go by his morals or his strategies. Hey, at least this strategy is sound. So no. What I think of Trump personally will never cloud my analysis of situations and what he does and doesn't do. He does something good, I'll call it. Does something bad, I'll call it. Does something stupid, I'll call it. I do that for everybody. It's not hinged on what I think of them personally. It's hinged on the facts as they're laid out before us. So I was kidding. So I get some people on the right and they say, oh, you hate Trump. And I get people on the left going, oh, you're a Trumper. It's like, oh my God, it's a neither. It's a neither. Stop it. Donna says, I don't necessarily trust Gates, but I think they did the right thing. Yeah, Gates is a showman too. There's not a single politician in Washington that you can lay down and lay the cards out and say they did everything right and you trust them on every matter. Nah. Not a single one. Well, same way as Marjorie Taylor Greene. She brings up awesome points. She speaks with great clarity, and then she loses her freaking mind. Then she does stupid shit. She says stupid shit. So am I going to then go, oh, well, she's a whack job, anything that she said? No, because, again, that's not how I operate. Gates is the same way. I think Gates is a great catalyst. He's a great catalyst. He says a lot of things. And you need this. And people don't understand this. You need the sparks. You need the disposable. You need the ones that are going to just say what everybody is thinking. Damn the consequences. That's why they elected Trump. That's why the people that hate Gates, but you love Trump? What the hell? Stop it. So, yeah. Timing, people go, timing. It was bad timing. There's no good time for it. I think this was just the time for it. It is the time. When are you going to do it? If you're always waiting for the perfect time to do much of anything, you'll never get anything done. And I think that's exactly what happened here. It was the time. Not the best time, the time. Oh, no, well, you're going to, it's in between. You've got a temporary spending bill and all this other shit. Oh, no. It's like, look, it's going to progress the same whether McCarthy was the speaker or not. The business of the House isn't ending. Anyone who thinks that is just stupid. Stop it. Doesn't work that way. Yeah, Donna says she'd like to see the House get back to doing appropriations on time and quit the crap. Yeah, the continuing resolution crap. Yeah. I've always said what we need to do, What we need to do, and it won't be done because it's virtually impossible from our end. It can be done. See, you can get things passed without Congress. You can get things passed into law without your state legislators. There's ways around it. It's very difficult. But what I wish would happen is, if you do not get your spending bills in on time and in budget, you're fired. Fired. That's one of a few jobs that they have. Do your job. You know it's needed every year. Do your damn job. Stop using this continuing resolutions bullshit and keeping things hostage. Stop it. And each spending item, just like every law, there's another thing. Every single bill presented should be title related, and nothing in it that is not title related. Same way with spending. You got your spending bill, and if it's for the dog catcher, whatever, don't put shit in there for the parking attendant. Has nothing to do with that. Must be line and title specific. Nothing else. And here you go. And I've always said, if it's not mandated specifically by the Constitution, done. Wipe it out. But here's the problem. A lot of people would lose their jobs that way. And I'm not talking about legislators. I'm talking about all of the people that work within the monster that is the government. They'd lose their jobs. They'd lose their funding. Funding gets pet projects get funded, gets votes. Stop it. No, if it's not specifically, not peripherally, this can sort of fit underneath it. No, if it's not specifically mandated by the Constitution, should not be funded by the taxpayer. If you want to do that shit, then you fund it yourself. It's the way it used to be. Fund it yourself. You want to do a study on gay chihuahuas with purple hair, by all means do it. But you do it on your dime. You go around to people and you ask them directly to donate to get that shit done, and then you get it done. Don't slide that in some damn appropriations bill and general spending budget. Stop it. It's not what we're supposed to be doing. But we do it. Play these games. It's like I told people online, on Facebook. If you're screaming because you think the government's going to get shut down and things are really going to get screwed up, you're either just born and you don't know what the hell happened, or you're ignoring that this happens every freaking year. Shit rolls along. All the crucial stuff still happens. Here's another thing. Gee, if it's not crucial, why are we funding it? We should only be funding crucial shit. Donna says, I think bills should contain only single issues instead of sliding this and other. Right, that's what I said. Single line items. Bills presented should be title-oriented only. Whatever the title of the bill is, that's it. Whatever the first purpose, they usually have like the first paragraph. Whatever that is, that's what the bill is. You want to keep doing. You want to present a bunch of shit. Just do them on their own separate bills. Have a vote, and each bill will get voted on. If it's good enough, it'll pass. See, our government was designed not so that we can get the most done. Our government was designed. I get tired of having to point this out to people. Our government was designed in opposition, not in unison. There's a difference in opposition, not in unison. It was designed to make things hard to accomplish, not easy to accomplish. It was designed where only the very most important things would ever get done, not all the bullshit and passing it back and forth and rubbing each other's backs and, and then playing team sports and trying to get out. No, screw that. The United States government was designed in opposition, not in cooperation. Stop it. We need to get shit done. No, you need to get as little done as possible. As little done as possible. Jesus Christ, we're over 200 years old. What more do you need to get done? What new legislation do you need to pass? There are some, but very little. Most of the shit they pass, it's not needed. How about this? Your job is also to remove legislation. Donna says she wishes they'd outlaw lobbyists. I don't have a problem with lobbyists. It's actually protected in the Constitution. Lobbyists allow a group of people to send a representative for whatever issue that is to the legislators. That's not a problem. The problem is lobbyists should not be able to give a goddamn thing to legislators. They should only be able to meet with them. That's it. And when they meet with them, they need to meet in the damn offices where they work. Not out at a restaurant. Not at a golf course. Not at some fancy resort. In the freaking offices where they work. Send your lobbyists. You have the right to petition the government. That's what lobbyists do. You have the right to send people. Can you imagine the zoo if everybody just worked in their own interest? Nobody would get seen. So yeah, lobbyist isn't the problem. The system around the lobbyists, yeah, that's the problem. Shouldn't be able to give gifts of any type. Donna says you think it's been hijacked. Good point. Yeah, it is. It's been, again, you give somebody a little wiggle room, they're going to screw it up. That's human nature. So rein it back in. Anybody who wants to petition their legislators, their representatives, go to them. Make an appointment. Go and sit in their office. Oh, not everybody can do that. Actually, you can nowadays because we do things online. You can do Zoom calls. Got no problem with that. You sit in Idaho. Your representative's in D.C. Your appointment is at 8:30. There you go. You got 20 minutes. Got no problem with that. Nobody gets paid. Also, make it illegal for those who are in office to do the things which they can benefit from. You know, did you know that there's no insider trading shit for Congress and Senate? Yeah, that's how they get rich. No, say no. No, you can't do that. When you are elected and you are in office, you can't do any of this shit. Then you'll see who really wants to be in office. Then you'll see who wants to be in office. Who's willing to give up what they had for 2, 4, 6 years. Guaranteed, if they can't be doing the shit that they're doing now, you wouldn't have people in there for 50 years. Remove the incentives. See, the system isn't broken. The system is fine. You need to enforce some damn rules. The system was set up to prevent a lot of this crap, and it's been ignored. Just like the Constitution. Oh, but we're coming back. We're coming back hard. We now have over 50% of the states constitutional carry now. Yeah, buddy, and it's growing. Judge just shot down the ATF's pistol brace rule. Some people think it's nationwide. It's not yet. It's not yet. But in the decision, boy, he just reamed them good. Set shit up for a possible removal of the National Firearms Act. So we'll see where that goes. Got another case, got a couple cases hitting the Supreme Court. Should make a ruling by late spring, early summer of next year concerning social media platforms and what they can and cannot do in regards to censorship. It's going to get interesting. You watch. I told people it's going to take a few years to get shit sorted out, but we're pushing and we're starting to make headway. So things are going to get interesting. And then stop complying with unconstitutional edicts. Stop it. Same thing with the pistol brace. Less than 8%. 8% on the high figures of people who bought the pistol braces actually complied. Either registered, destroyed, or otherwise. The pistol brace. High estimates 8%. Probably less. Do not comply. They're not going to get you. What are they going to do? They're going to try to track down everybody and arrest them. They can't do that. Do not comply. Oh, John, that's easy for you to say. Bullshit, it's how I live my life. I don't ask people to do shit that I'm not going to do. I've told you the stories. Gonna threaten me? Let's dance. Let's see how that plays out. That's why I say, okay. Let's see how it plays out. You want to go that route? Let's go. I don't seek. I ain't going to back down. Do not comply. Will I get hurt? Maybe. Haven't yet. Maybe. Guarantee I ain't the only one. Like I said about the security guards. Oh, you only got 2? Oh, you're going to need more than that. See, it's like, hey, I've already resigned. If I'm going to get hurt, I'm going to get hurt. Let's dance. There's going to be picking up of the ass's jawbone and some smiting going on. And that's what a citizen is. Stop complying. Don't be sheeple. I said during the whole Roveroni situation, all it takes is 5 to 10% of the people saying no. You don't need the majority. You don't even need a huge minority. You just need enough. And it all falls apart. Stop complying. You're a citizen, for Christ's sakes. You're not a subject. They work for you. Yes, they're empowered to do certain things under the law, within the framework of the Constitution. That's what they're getting paid for. Anything other than that, that's not in their authority. That's not what they're getting paid for. So stop it. Stop complying. And all it takes is a couple. Cowardice spreads. Courage spreads too. They see you standing up, and you're still standing. You're still going forward. And other people get the gumption too. And their backbone gets a little bit straighter. Be that which you wish others would do and be. And others will see that, and they will be it as well. Do it. Do it, do it. It was that movie, Do It, Do It. I think it was Starsky and Hutch. They're pretending to be like the movie producers or some shit like that. Do it. Yeah. Do it. And don't do it. Stop complying. Make them. If they make the bluff, call them on it. Fucking call them on it. And make it be known. I'm never quiet about it. People know me. My voice tends to carry anyways. I've got a very resonant voice. And more excited I get, whether I'm angry or whether I'm happy, my voice projects even louder. So yeah, I don't try to. No, you want to be a jackwagon. You want to do shit. Let's play this out. It's not bluff. That's how I live my life. I'm still here. Do it. Oh. Courage. Just do what's right. How can you not? It's not in my nature. It's really not in my nature. And people can think I'm an ass. Okay. I can be. That's fine. But I try to do what's right. And I don't back down. And if you need something, there's probably nobody that you want at your back more than me. But I tell you what, you better be willing to put a little bit of sweat and blood in there too. I ain't going to do all the lifting. But yeah. Just who I am. It's easy for you to say. No. Look, my household income cut a lot through COVID. Cut a lot. And I'm still forging ahead. I'm still trying to make the right investments. I'm still trying to do the right upgrades. I'm still trying to do shit. Keep things rolling. Don't ask anybody to do anything that I would not do. Myself and the missus, not one doctor's visit in those 2 years. Not one. So yeah, easy for you to say. No. It's what I do. And you can too. Do it. Do it. Yeah. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little backbone. When you do it once and you figure out, oh shit, I'm still here. You do it again. And keep doing it. Drew says, yeah, stand up for what's right, even if you stand alone. That's right. And not only that, make yourself be seen. If they're going to take me out, I want the world to see. Everybody who has possibilities to see, I want the world to see. See me standing there. Bring it on. Let's see how this plays out. But let's let the world see it. Because I win either way. Righteous. Donna says, I'm so thankful that I don't have major health problems. Yeah, no, I get it. And I understand why people with major health problems, they had to put up with shit. We just chose not to. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, because of the shenanigans going on, they ended up with worse health problems because of the foolishness that was being played. How's this for a doctor? Just, hey doc, wearing a mask in front of me. Hey doc. None of the nurses are wearing masks. None of the receptionists are wearing masks. None of the patients are wearing masks. The doctor's sitting there with a mask on. Hey, doc, can I ask you a question? Yeah. Are you okay? Get that quizzical look. Are you sick? Do you have health problems? No. Neither do we. So could I respectfully ask that you not wear your mask so that we can see your pretty face? These are actual words. Words spoken by myself. Well, I see other people. Some of them are elderly or they might be sick. So I prefer to keep the mask on. Well, you're fucking stupid. I didn't say that. I stopped talking. It's like, yeah. You told me everything I need to know, medical professional, that you think that Walmart mask, and that's what it was. It wasn't even an N95. One of those blue throwaway masks. That's going to do a goddamn thing when it comes to anything that I'm going to be expelling here out of my mouth. After all this time, you think that's what? Is it protecting you? You can't pass it on to someone? What? They don't do anything. If you get a decent seal, they're pretty good against sawdust. But even then, I'd rather get the white ones for working on wood and pinch in so it's a better seal. But they ain't worth a shit. And a medical professional should have known that shit. What the hell? Okay, doc. Oh. Hey, I tried, but I found out a lot. You find out a lot about people if you just let them tell you. Let them tell you. She thinks that mask is going to somehow protect her from whatever. But she admitted that if we're not sick and they're not sick and nobody else is sick, why the fuck is she still wearing the mask? It's a, you know, those blue masks help protect you and others from airborne viruses as much as you putting on a red cape and will help you fly if you jump off a 30-story building. They have the exact same magical properties. And shame on anybody in the medical, let alone a freaking doctor, still believe in that shit. Shame on them. You showed yourself to be a retard. I've come to the conclusion that a lot of the medical shit now is no better than reading tea leaves anyways. You just go, well, it's okay, we'll try this and we'll try this and then we'll see what happens. Well, fuck, I can do that myself. Donna says it's psychological. It is psychological. And see, the thing is I don't go to the doctor for psychological reasons. I go for medical reasons. And if they've got psychological problems, if that's their freaking safety blanket or their damn virtue signal, I don't want any part of it because it's stupid. It's stupid. Like I said, those blue masks protect you from from airborne viruses like jumping off a 30-story building wearing a red cape will make you fly. Stop it. 2 years of that hogwash. Ain't going back. I didn't participate when the first go round. I went 2 years. You think I'm going to be doing this shit now? No, you can kiss my ass. You're an idiot. You might be a nice person. I'm sure she's a wonderful lady. She's just stupid. And I'm sorry. I'm just... It's not why I'm going to see a medical professional, because they're nice people. I mean, I want them to have bedside manners. I want them to be professional, but I don't want them to be stupid either. And they're full of it. You stop and listen to a lot of these professionals, and you go, how the hell do you make it to work each day? You're stupid. And people are supposed to put their lives in your hand. So I say, unless it's an emergency, stay as far away from the medical industry as you can. Judy says they knew it was about the money. And you can keep rolling this shit over. It's like, yeah, really, people are still getting the jab? Are you kidding me? Hell, it amazes me that I understand why somebody might get the flu shot. I understand why. I think it's foolish and it's unadvisable to me. Oh, no medical advice. Fucking sue me. Sue me. You want to fucking put me in jail because I'm giving medical advice? I'm telling you my opinion on shit. This is the whole thing is, oh, I got to give a disclaimer. This is not medical advice and this is not legal advice. Fuck that shit. People used to be able to enter into professions, didn't have to be sanctioned, and then what was true and what was good, and those who were good stayed in, the rest got freaking tossed out. Tell me, I'll tell you my legal advice. Then go and do the research and find out yourself. I'll give you a place to start. The same way with medical shit. I do not advise the average person getting a flu shot. The powers that be want to come at me. They're going to come after the Whiskey Cowboy because he advised people. Fuck, everybody else is advising. You'd think that those people that are saying this isn't meant to be legal advice and this isn't meant to be medical advice aren't giving legal and medical advice. Bullshit. They're putting a fucking facade over the thing, but that's exactly what they're doing. And that's why people listen to them, to get advice. Donna says I don't do the flu shot either. I had the flu shot when I was in the military. The only time I ever really got the flu bad. Stop getting the flu shot. I get it. You get the 1 or 2 day bug and that's it. Done. Because then your body takes care of it. The flu shots, here's another thing about the flu shots. Year after year, they find out halfway through the flu season that the shots that they've been giving isn't for the current strain anyways. Why? Because the strain mutates. Einsteins. Bunch of retards. Why do you think that every year they come out with a new one? Oh, because they got a new strain. So you think they got it right every single time? How many damn Rovid strains have they had? And it keeps getting him, jab it, and it doesn't work. And it's like, what are the potential harms that you get for not taking it? What are the potential harms for taking it? It's a risk analysis. My father got GBS from the flu shot. And then he went and got the fucking COVID shot. It's like, you didn't learn, did you? You didn't learn. Are you kidding me? You still have GBS symptoms years, decade after. And you're going to put something else in your body that has the same exact potential for the same thing. And why? Because they're the same type of a virus. They're in the same family. It's like people aren't thinking. There's my medical advice. Frickin' think. Use your brain. Stop being a sheeple. Stop going, oh, well, they say it. And it's, oh, let's get it. It's like, no. Because here you go. People get the flu shot, and they either get the flu or they don't get the flu. People don't get the flu shot. Same. Same. They found the same thing with the Rovid shots. Same. Oh, but we wouldn't have been. I would have gotten more sick. How do you know? How do you know? As I tell you the story of that family. The woman's husband died, and she was so happy. She was so happy that he got the vaccine. Why? Because it would have been worse. Bitch, your husband died. God. Your husband died. And you're telling yourself that it would have been worse. Jesus. Right. Donna says they pick a few of the strains they think will be prominent each year. Right. Right. And they're wrong a lot of times. And even if they get the right strain, you're still. And then once you get the shots, your immune system is fucked for a while it's then building up the immunity for this particular thing. Then you have illnesses that are called opportunist. Because you let your guard down over here, they come in over here. And they were finding that out with the Rovid vaccines as well. It's like, Jesus. It's like, don't people think? Use your head for more than a hat rack. Oh, but you're the conspiracy theorist, right? Again, you can go to my website. You can go to Facebook page, and you can search for the articles that I published for those 2 years. Not a single fucking one was wrong. And I got hammered for it, and hammered for it, and hammered for it, and hammered, and I'm still here. I'm still freaking here. And I laid it all out. And that's back in the days when I was doing articles. I do articles every once in a while now, but the stuff that I put out now is not like it was years ago, because I had to modify for what the audience was wanting, and then I had limited audience. But yeah, not wrong. Again, oh, you think you know everything. No, I don't. There's a lot of shit that I don't know. I only put out shit that I know. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. All of those articles, not a single damn one that was wrong. Fuck them. Eat a bag of dicks. I don't know. You can have sour cream and onion dicks, and you can have barbecue dicks, and you can salt and vinegar dicks. Just grab a big freaking bag of it and just enjoy. Let me see if I can pull this up. Those who follow my show know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see here. I'll get it here in a second. There we go. Here you go. There you go. There's a meme. You can go to my Facebook page or my Instagram account. I put it on there as well. I made this meme last week. It says, "You clearly need to," and there's a mock-up of a chips bag, and it says bag of, and it's DIX. So it's like Dick's chips. It says, "You clearly need to eat a bag of dicks." So, yeah, again, you can grab it on Instagram and off of my Facebook page. Go ahead and grab it. It'll come in handy more times than you can imagine, and use it freely, because there's a shit ton of people out there that need to have a healthy mouthful of dicks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the missus still laughs about that one. Just shy of 9:50. Again, those who have enjoyed this show, go back and watch some of the other shows. And who enjoy my content on Facebook and the other platforms, feel free to help donate financially to keep the lights on, keep the services flowing. There are continual bills that I pay that if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't have those bills. So it's not like, oh, well, you'd have them. No, there's bills that I would not have. There's a link in the description of the show, as well as a link to a Facebook page that has a whole slew of, I think, 8 or 9, I'd forget how many, different things that you can do to help content. Also, liking, sharing. Actually, like and share, please. Also, make comments under anything that you see online, and your communicating in this chat is not a comment. If you want to make a comment on the video, you have to go to the video itself, not in the comment section, because that goes away. It's it's a special app that's associated with it. Judy says, I was with you through it, and no, you was right all the time. Of course I was. My reputation means more to me than just getting things riled up, and then, people won't remember this. Yeah, I'll remember it. But, my nose. But, yeah, and if you'd like to send me something, be it a belt buckle, a hat, a shirt, whatever, coffee mug, little knick-knack, paddywhack. There's a shipping address underneath the show as well. So feel free to drop something in the mail, and I will get it. I will, as soon as it comes in, I will let folks know. If it is food or beverage, unopened, please. I will not imbibe and eateth. I shall not eateth of the pre-opened package. No, I'm just not doing it. I'm sure you understand why. So if you want to send whiskey and you can't get it, you can get a small bottle. I don't care. I don't even if it's just a sample bottle. They've got the, they got the half fifths and stuff. Just, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. If you are a distiller, go ahead and send me products. I'll go ahead and write up a review for it. Been there, done that. Yes. Yeah. Not all the reviews were because I paid for it. The vast majority were. Vast majority were. And I always let folks know. This was sent to me. I got a whole lineup of whiskey from one distillery. one manufacturer. I don't think they actually distilled it. I think they purchased juice and then finished it, and that's fine too. I don't think any less. Yeah, I panned one of their whiskeys. I'm like, yeah, no. Excuse me, and they contact me and they're like, I think you'd like this other one here. It's like, okay. You want to send it to me? And they're like, yeah. They sent me their whole lineup. It's like, okay. And I reviewed and yeah, the rest of it was okay. Overpriced. I let them know. Overpriced. I understand why it was priced the way it was, but I don't think it was worth the price. Prices have come down, and that's great. And I've said it, but big distributors the same way. Angel's Envy was the same way. Angel's Envy was way overpriced for a long time. Good whiskey. Overpriced. So if you're on a budget, you don't generally go for unless you super duper love this, then you get it. But there's plenty of others that are within an affordable price range. Generally, I don't have a problem. I'll tell people if I think that it's $5 to $10 over. $5 to $10 over, depending upon where the price is in the range, perfectly acceptable if you like the whiskey. Not acceptable if it's borderline. And any more than that, yeah, probably not. Unless you just have a shit ton of money to burn, then hey, by all means do it. By all means do it. Just whatever. But I know most people don't. I usually keep, I think I got over 50 on hand now. That's not, I say that and people go, oh my God, no, it's really not. It's really not. I used to have more than that on hand. I had my shelves and a sizable overflow section. I've still got an overflow. It's just down on the floor now. But yeah, there's people out there that got a lot more whiskey than that. But see, I don't collect whiskey. I drink whiskey. And I've got other bills. And I've got a limited budget. So, it is what it is. That's why I always appreciate it when people send me good juice. John said that he likes being sent Jews. No, I didn't. I said juice. Good juice. Yeah. I don't have a problem with Jews, but don't send me any Jews. Don't send me any Mexicans either. Just, no, juice, whiskey. Send me some whiskey. Oh, my goodness. Yepper skipper. Again, tonight's coffee was tropical coconut from New England brand coffee. Good if you like coconut. Bit sweet. It's a bit sweet. Better warm for me. There's some coffee when it gets cool, I'm still fine with it. This is one that's like, I like it better warm. Oh my goodness. Folks may or may not have noticed I trim my beard just a little bit. Just a little bit. The missus thinks it's fine. I was like, oh man, it's getting a little bit longer and blockier. And it's like, no, let's put some shape back into it. Because I usually go shorter. So I think I'm getting a nice little compromise there. Yeah, a little trim here, a little trim there. Get it shaped just right. But Viking Revolution Beard Wash and Beard Conditioner is the official beard shampoo for the Whiskey Cowboy. No, I'm not. They didn't sponsor it. It's I've tried many over the years. They're the ones that's consistently good. If you have itchy skin, flaky skin, beard skin, yeah. Head and Shoulders and top of your head shampoos does not take care of beard itch. It can actually make it worse because the skin and the moisture levels are not the same. Stick to a beard shampoo. This is what I use right there. Sandalwood, and it's mild. Sometimes they can get a little bit rough. It's not. This is mild. Sandalwood, Viking Revolution. Beard wash and beard conditioner. That's what I use. I use some Dutch pirate mousse afterwards for my beard. It's a mousse conditioner. It conditions the skin as well as keeps the hairs in line. Because sometimes hairs just do what they want to do, and that's not good. Get back to where you need to be. Resinol iodine. I always butcher the name. I'll bring it up one of these times. I brought it on the show before. My son pointed me in that direction because it was what he was using. He's like, "Hey, Dad, you tried this?" I was like, No, is it good? He's like, "Yeah." So I tried it, and I'm like, "Hey, this shit's good." So that's what I use. When I find something that works, unless somebody is gonna send it to me for free, and it's actually got a good reputation, I just stick with it. Judy says, "Oh my God, you're on a roll tonight." What? I didn't say anything. It wasn't me. I'm just talking. I am just talking. Now I'm willing to give they got a couple head shavers out there too, motorized. I'm willing to give them a shot too. I ain't willing to pay $300 and more for them though. So if they want to send them, I'll check them out. I'll check them out. Until then, I've just got a El Cheapo rechargeable one, as well as most of the time I just use just a razor. Just use a razor. Judy says thank you. What? I didn't do anything. You have to be more specific. It looks nice. What looks nice? Is there a big lag there? You talking about my beard or the beard shampoo? Oh my goodness. Oh. Yipper skipper. Well, I think that's it. It's 10 o'clock. we drew it in. We didn't get much of a crowd this time. I think that the 10 days off kind of got people not used to jumping in the show again. They need to come back. Contribute to the show. But I'll be up. I'm going to be buying the paint for the new studio here in the next couple days. Oh yeah, sage green of some sort. Very excited about it. Does it smell nice? The beard stuff, yeah. The missus likes it. It doesn't hit you over the head. In other words, I don't walk by and you can't smell it. But you get close to it. It's got a very light sandalwood fragrance. Sometimes sandalwood can be harsh. No, this is nice. It's nice. So, yeah. So even if you've got guys in your life that have beards, I mean, again, here it is. It's a recommendation. Viking Revolution. I use sandalwood. They have more than this type. This is the one that I got. This is the one that I use. You got beard wash and conditioner. It comes in two. I don't use the conditioner very often because I use the mousse. Hey Donna, she says, good night all. Going to bed. Been a long day. No, I get it. I'm about ready to shut down myself. Thank you for just stopping in. I get the beard wash and it's a pump jug. It's big. It's big. And I just use one, usually just one. That's it. That's all I need. And you see the size of the beard I have. It's not huge, but it's not small. One pump will do you. But yep, smells good, works good, keeps the beard from itching, keeps you from flaking. Again, you can't use head shampoo on your beard and expect it to do the same thing. It doesn't work that way. Skin is not the same. The oils are not the same. It's not the same. Get a good beard cleaner, and that's what I use. Beard wash, shampoo. All right. Well, thank you all for showing up tonight, joining the show, keeping things lively. We need more people to come back. The show used to be hopping. Used to be on Facebook. Used to be hopping. Had a lot of people on. We need to get that back. But I do have more content coming, like I said. Oh, I am so excited to get the new studio done. And, oh yeah, I'll let you guys know what it looks like when it's done. I'll probably do some pictures, maybe do a camera swing through. But, yeah. Well, that's it for the show tonight. Again, I'll be up bright and early tomorrow morning putting out more content. Got more things coming up. Thank you for joining the show. God bless. And take care.